Hello, it's Mrs. Lacrosse here. I am going to read Over in the Meadow so you guys can really see the words in the pictures. But I'm not going to show my face so you can see the other way. Okay, here we go. Over in the Meadow. Over in the Meadow, and it's written by John Langstaff. And he has a little note at the beginning. Next time you go for a walk in the country, see if you can find some of the animals in this meadow. Walk gently and watch closely. They are sure to be there. Over in the meadow, in the sand and in the sun, lived an old mother turtle and her little turtle one. Dig, said the mother. I dig, said the one. So he dug and was glad in the sand in the sun. Over in the meadow where the tall grass grew lived an old mother red fox and her little foxes too. Run, said the mother. We run, said the two. So they ran and were glad where the tall grass grew. Over in the meadow in a nest in a tree lived an old mother robin and her little birdies three. Sing, said the mother. We sing, said the three. So they sang and were glad in their nest in the tree. Over in the meadow by a tall sycamore lived an old mother chipmunk and her little chipmunks four. Play, said the mother. We play, said the four. So they played and were glad by the tall sycamore. Over in the meadow in a new little hive lived an old mother queen bee and her honey bees five. Hum, said the mother. We hum, said the five. So they hummed and were glad in their new little hive. Over in the meadow in a dam built of sticks lived an old mother beaver and her little beaver six. Build, said the mother. We build, said the six. So they built and were glad in the dam built of sticks. Over in the meadow in the green wet bogs lived an old mother froggy and her seven pollywogs. Swim, said the mother. We swim, said the wogs. So they swam and were glad in the green wet bogs. Over in the meadow as the day grew late lived an old mother owl and her little owls eight. Wink, said the mother. We wink, said the eight. So they winked and were glad as the day grew late. Over in the meadow in a web on the pine lived an old mother spider and her little spiders nine. Spin, said the mother. We spin, said the nine. So they spun and were glad in their web on the pine. Over in the meadow in a warm little den lived an old mother rabbit and her little bunnies 10. Hop, said the mother. We hop, said the 10. So they hopped and were glad in their warm little den. And here's the song. If you want to try and sing the song, that's how the music notes go for our musical friends out there. And here are the stanzas. So this is what we call the stanzas in a poem. And the two things that we were looking for in this poem today were rhyme and repetition, repeating. So listen for the rhymes, which come at the end of the word, and see if you can do that, and then repeating. So in this one, it was repeated, and as it was repeated, he counted, which made it even more interesting. And that was a clever way to do the repeating. I hope you enjoyed that. Happy National Poetry Month. I hope you have fun writing your own poems.